Shalom.
Shalom.
Once again, all praises and glory to
Yahweh,
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Makakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to all you brothers, explosions, water, sincerity, and in truth. Shalom.
Shalom.
This is the brothers from GMS Guyana, with another quick lesson to the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Makakodash. Just meditating, on the scriptures, and say again, do a little video, concerning Isaiah chapter 1 and 26, right? What does Isaiah chapter 1 and 26 mean, right? So let me just read it. This is Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 26. It says, "And I will restore the judges as at first," and the I is talking about Yahweh, right? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, right? It says, "I will restore the judges as at first, and the counselors as at the beginning. Afterwards thou shalt be called the city of righteousness, a faithful city," right? So first of all, we gotta establish that the judges, that going to be stored, it's talking about the 144,000 men, right? Which were the governing body, of Israel, right? And the 144,000 men and the Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, they who can rule this earth in righteousness once Yahweh restore them, right? Because right now, pursuant to Job 9 and 24, well, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So Esau ruling right now, right? But we are at the end of Esau's kingdom, right? Aki, you could read for me Second Ezra. In Ezra chapter, I think is Second Ezra 6 and 7. Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is beginning with that follow it.
Yeah. Second Ezra 6 and start from verse 7. It says, "Then answered I and said, What shall be the parting asunder of the times?"
So Ezra, was asking the question, when will righteousness be set up back again on the earth? What shall be the parting asunder at the times? Because Ezra understand that Esau would have been given a time to rule, and after he been given a time to rule, it would have been Jacob's turn. So he's asking when and what should be the sign, right? Go ahead.
Yeah, it says, "Or when shall the end of the first and the beginning of it that followed?"
The end of the first, the end of the rule of the Edomites, and when can be the beginning of righteousness to follow. Go ahead.
Yeah, which is the end of this present establishment.
Yeah, the end of this whole the end of this whole system that we see, on the planet Earth right now. Because right now this place is ruled in wickedness.
Yep.
Right? This is why everything is so out of course. Heavy rainfall, tornado, twister, landslides, the trees ain't growing. Nothing is the way it's supposed to be. And the reason why is because this place is not being governed by the right people. It is not being governed by the righteous. It's being governed right now by the wicked. And looking at how things is grieve you, because this planet Earth is supposed to be a paradise. And according to the scriptures, it will be a paradise again. But for that to happen, just as Isaiah 1 and 26 said, the Most High have to restore the judges that was at force. Go ahead.
God, it says, "And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac's when Jacob and Esau were born. Of him Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
Yeah, Jacob hand first held the heel of Esau. Go ahead.
For Esau is the end of the world.
And the end of the world, it means that the whole entire world can be destroyed. It's talking about the end of an age.
Yeah.
Right? Esau is the end of this age. The end of his rulership. Go ahead.
It says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed.
And Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. So this is where they are right now. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow. So once Jacob be set up, right, and Jacob representing, when Jacob there representing the entire nation of Israel, right? And who's the head of it? Yahweh and Yahushai and the 144,000 men coming on down, right? You could get from it Daniel 2, and you could read verse 42 or 43. Daniel 2 and 43.
Daniel 2 and verse 43, it says, and whereas thou sawest iron mix.
Read 44.
44, it says, and in the days of these kings shall the power of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed.
It said in the days of those kings. When you read a little up, it talk about the Roman Empire, the Greeks, the Persian, and the Medo-Persian Empire, and one more empire, Nebuchadnezzar was what?
Babylon.
Good.
Babylon.
So these kingdoms did rule, right, and they fall, right? But the Roman Empire was rebirthed, right? Who is ruled by the Edomites, the elite of the nation of Edom, right? So read it back again from the top up.
It says, Daniel 2 and verse 44, it says, in the days of these kings shall the power of heaven set up a kingdom.
Shall the power of heaven set up a kingdom, and this is talking about the kingdom of Israel, right? Go ahead.
So which shall never be destroyed.
Which shall never be destroyed.
And the kingdom shall not be left to other people.
Kingdom shall not be left to other people. So this kingdom that can set up, it can rule forever. Why? Because it can be ruling in righteousness.
Yeah.
Right? Get the Proverbs 29 and 2. This kingdom can be ruling in righteousness. Go ahead.
Proverbs 29 and verse 2, it says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
Look throughout the four corners of the earth right now and see if anybody rejoicing. Everybody catching hell. Everybody crying out some way, shape, or form about something. Whether it be about the chemtrails that are spraying, whether it be about the AI system that are rolling out, that taking the people jobs, whether it be you getting oppressed at your workplace, wherever, people ain't rejoicing. This riots, this earthquake, this uproars the people. Nobody is not rejoicing, and it's all because of one thing. It's because the whole entire earth is being ruled by Esau, the wicked, the Edomites. Right? Go ahead.
It says, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
So when Yahweh set up the judges as the force, guess what? The people can be rejoicing. The earth can rejoice. The animals can rejoice. The scripture says right now the whole entire earth is out of course. So the 144,000 men that gonna reign with Yahushua for the 1,000 years, they're gonna bring the earth back to its right course, bring it back to its right function. The pigs can get to do what they're supposed to do, because everything that the Most High make, he make them in perfect order to do whatever they're supposed to do. The trees can get to do what they're supposed to do. Everything can be the way how it's supposed to be when the righteous be back in authority, right? I can read for me Revelation 10 and verse 5.
Revelation 10 and verse 5, it says, "And the angel which I saw stand upon the sea." And
No, Revelation 5 and 10, sorry.
Okay.
Revelation 5 and 10.
Revelation 5 and verse 10, it says, "And had made us unto our power kings."
Read the verse up.
Yeah. It says, "And they sung a new song, saying, Thou art worthy to make the book, and to open the seals thereof, for thou wast slain, and had redeemed us to Yahweh by thy blood."
And they're talking about Yahushua. You know, Yahushua gave up his life on the cross and was slain so that we could receive this truth, so that we could receive back our way back to Yahweh, right? So that we could be restored back to our rightful position, just as Yahushua is restored back right now to his rightful position, to sit upon the right hand side of the Father, right? And likewise, Yahushua went through he walk, and we being the hopeful elect going through the walk right now, so that we can be restored back to our rightful position, which is what the true judges, the true government, the true rulers of planet Earth. Right? Go ahead.
It says, "Out of every kinder and tongue and people and nation."
Out of every kindred, tongue, people, and nation, because Israel was scattered into all these nations.
Okay.
Right? Verse 10.
And it says, "And had made us unto our power kings and priests, and we shall reign on the earth."
On the earth. This is where they're going to reign, on the earth. So they're reigning on the earth will be in righteousness. Right? Okay, 2 Peter. 2 Peter is 2 Peter, I think is 2 Peter 2 and 13. But let me read we just read in the NLT. Revelation chapter 5 and verse 10. It says, "And you have used them, you have caused them to become a kingdom of priests of your power, and they will reign on the earth." So this where the rulership can happen. This where the 144,000 are ruled from the earth. And Jerusalem, after the nuclear destruction of America and the land of Israel right now, they also will be hit with missiles, right? With ICBM missiles, and after the place be burnt up with fire, it can be built up back again, right? And from Jerusalem, from the same land, is where can be the headquarters of the entire earth. And from there is where the elect, the 144,000 men, and the Yahweh and Yahushai, they can rule from, and they can rule the earth in what? In righteousness. Right? You get a precept?
Yeah. 2 Peter 2 and 13.
Check 3 and 13. It says, "Nevertheless, We according to the promise. Go ahead.
2 Peter 3 and verse 13, it says, nevertheless, we, according to his promise,
To his promise,
look for new heaven and new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness.
wherein dwelleth righteousness. And it's not like everything gonna be new, gonna be destroyed and built up back again. It's the new going into refresh. The earth will be refreshed. How is it going to be refreshed? Let me read it one more time again. Read it back one more time, Mark.
Gone. 2 Peter 2 and verse 3, it says, nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heaven and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness.
Wherein dwelleth righteousness. And how is it going to be dwelling righteousness? When this happen? Reading the back again, Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 26. It says, I will restore the judges as at first, and the counsel and the counselors as at the beginning. Afterwards thou shalt be called the city of righteousness, the faithful city. In the NLT it says, then will I give you good judges again. You know, so once this earth was judged with good judges, but we went off from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and we was punished, right? We was given into the hands of our enemies, all these other nations, right? He says, then will I give you good judges again, and wise counselors like you used to have, right? He says, then Jerusalem again being called the home of justice and the faithful city. Because in this place right now, there's no justice. There's no justice. Everything about this system is just wicked and pervert. Right? There's no justice. You can't execute righteous judgment in this place. No justice whatsoever. So Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, is about to restore the judges again as at the force. Right? Let me see something. Let me check what this word says.
Strong's H 7725. Shuv,
right? It says to turn back, return, to turn back, to return, come or go back, to turn onto, go back, come back. So basically, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to turn us back to his righteousness, right? Let me see if we have counselors. He says to advise, conceal, give counsel, counselor, prosperous, divine plans, right? Yeah, so basically there's the point, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to restore back the judges as at first. And as we make the point, the judges is who? It start with the 144,000 men, that can govern the earth in righteousness. And this we look forward to. This we striving to be part of the great number. Right? Anything up? With that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Makakudash, double honors, the apostles and elders of TMS, Great Muslim. Peace and salutation to all you brothers who spoke this word in sincerity and in truth. keep fighting, keep pushing. Hey, this captivity in this hell, about to finish. Shalom.